All right. Good morning. Good morning, Karina.
Hi, good morning.
All right. So you can hear me good. Thank you. Thank you for being
Welcome.
here on time, as
Always.
usual. Always. Saturday morning. Yes. All right. Just give me 1 second.
Yes, of course.
All right. I was getting my bolillos, but we are here. Thank you. Well, Karina, you are the only one for now. I don't know why everybody's late. It's 9:01. Let's wait
It's the first day of vacation.
for you. Well, it's the last day.
Last day?
Well, for us, because we have classes today,
Oh, really?
and then tomorrow we start the holiday, the holiday season.
Yes.
So that should be my announcement for today. Okidoki. Today is Saturday.
17. No, 27. Sorry.
Yes, right? 2021.
Yes.
We are doing today lesson
C and D.
Unit 12, and we finish. We finish the book.
Soy del Bolivia.
Uh-huh. So our learning objective for today is learning expressions to introduce news or information. I think Patty is here. Patty, can you hear me? Patty,
Yes, teacher.
good morning.
Good morning.
Expressions to introduce news or information. These are called rhetorical questions. of course. Um, in Spanish, it's very common to ask these questions when you want the other person knows about something or you want to know something. Usually, you ask. Okay, hold on. I have more people coming coming in. Do you hear? Do you hear about? Or have you heard? Did you hear about? Have you heard about? Did I tell you? Oh, guess what? Like if I tell you right now, guess what, guys? I have news for you. Good news and bad news, right? You know what? These are expressions. You know what? Um, I think we have an exam next week. Guess what? We are taking the day off today. Guess what? Patty is going to marry. Patty is going to get married. Did I tell you that Acapulco is gonna be is one of the best places in the world? These expressions are like that. Do you hear about the the president uh, the president of the country is coming to Acapulco? Did you hear about that? Have you heard about the news? Es como, por decirlo así, como cuando vas a decir un chisme. ¿Ya supiste? ¿Ya escuchaste? ¿Te dijeron? ¿Qué crees? Yeah. Something like that. Expressions like that when you're going to say something. So that's what we are learning today, these expressions. All right, let me ask you something. When you have news, when you have something, news, in this case, new information, uh, what do you say to the people, uh, to others to get the attention? What do you say to get the others people's attention? That's a question. Let's see. I want to get the attention of Karina. I say something. I want him. I want to give some news to her. You have the expressions here, right? Let's say if I say, did I tell you, Karina? Did I tell you that about going to college next year? Patty, have you heard about the new teacher in the school? It's like news, like asking, making questions. All right. So you have the book. We have the book here. Okay, America is here too. America, good morning. Patty, good morning. Patty, Judith, good morning.
Good morning,
Are you
everyone.
awake?
Yes,
Morning.
teacher.
¿Ya tomaron café?
Good morning.
Judith se levantó temprano.
Yes. Sí, va a temblar.
¿Sí? Ya tembló anoche.
Ah.
Ya te tienen como que llega siempre tarde, Judith.
Híjole, qué gastos.
Mala fama, como la canción de Ana Paola. Mala fama, mala fama.
Pero para otro nivel les voy a ganar.
Yes.
Va a ser
Well,
la primera.
guys, let me, guess what? Did I tell you today is the last class? Right?
Right.
Today is the last class. We finished the book today. Besides, next week is holiday, is vacation, is the Holy Week. So no more classes. When we come back, so for you should be April 10th, is gonna be the exam. the
Today.
test. No, not today. Today we finish lesson C.
Last Saturday.
Today we see lesson C and D. Unit 12, right? Today.
Ajá.
Next week is vacation. We don't have classes on Saturday, next Saturday.
What? When is exam?
The exam should be on, hold on. Somebody's here, so chill.
I did is now the exam.
No,
I
we
did.
you think, you thought, right? Past tense, you thought.
Just,
I thought. So the exam should be on April, should be 10th. That's next Saturday, right? I mean, it's a Saturday. April 10th is the final exam. So it's 2 weeks.
April 10. Final.
April. Yes.
10, April 10 finals exam. Why?
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 Well, you know, after 3 units, we have an exam, right? So we have unit 9, 11, 9, 11, and 12.
11, 10, 11 y 12.
I'm sorry, it's 10, 10, 11, and 12. 3 units. Sorry, I said 9.
Entonces va a ser entrando.
Yes, it's unit 10, 11.
Ya no me gustó, yo quería antes, para irme ya sin preocupación.
No, pues si quieres te lo mando, no hay problema. That's okay.
Páselo, de una vez, páselo.
De una vez, a ver, ahorita le digo a la maestra. No, we have to finish this lesson. Evaluations, homework. I haven't been receiving homework. I didn't receive any homework last week, except a couple. I think Karina, Patty, not quite sure. All right, can you see my book? Can you see the screen? Yes?
Yes, teacher, I can see this page.
All right. First, please pay attention to the audio. We are going to listen to these guys, Joey and Celia, having a conversation. So the name of the lesson is the same. Did you hear about telling news? Well, before that, I'm sorry. You have a little conversation here. You have to put it in the correct order. Put the conversation in the correct order. Number the sentence from 1 to 5. Okay, you have 1 minute, please, to do it. Be fast.
Did you hear the news? Number 1.
Put the numbers in order. Ya que terminen, yo les pregunto.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Mhm.
Finish.
Finish.
Finish. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Number 1.
Did you hear the news?
Okay. Say it again. Put it.
Okay. Did you hear the news?
Did you hear the news?
The news.
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 That's like news. Some people say news, so it's okay. But it's
News.
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 Right. That's number 1. Number 2.
No, what happened?
No, what happens? Yes.
What happened? What happened?
What happened?
What happened? Suena la D, la N. What happened? D. What happened? Pasado.
What happened?
Ajá.
What happened?
Number 3.
Yeah. Well, she was robbed last night.
And I think
No.
the answer is, well, you know, that tall woman, Annie.
Yes, that's number 3.
3. Estoy mal, entonces.
Well, you know that tall woman, Annie?
When you know that the woman, Annie?
Patty, number 4.
Yeah, the one who works in the cafe.
Yes. Yeah, the one who works in the cafe? America.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we have only one left.
Number 5. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she was robbed last night.
Es la última.
Okay, now listen to the audio. We are going to read. I want to hear your pronunciation. I want to hear how well or how good you have improved so far with the reading.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So it's page. What page is that? Remind me.
122.
Page 122. 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. D. Listen. Write the expressions you hear. Then practice with a partner. 1. You know what?
This is
I
not
got
the
caught
one.
in a
Hold
storm
on.
last night. My new shoes are completely ruined.
Hold on.
2.
You know what? The traffic is getting bad around here. We were stuck in traffic for an hour last night.
3.
There should be
Guess
one,
what?
two,
They're going to page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B. Listen. What happened in Joey and Paula's neighborhood last night? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm, called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night.
No. Really? Was anything stolen?
No. It was. They damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was, they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
Okay, one more time.
Page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B. Listen. What happened in Joey and Paula's neighborhood last night? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night.
No. Really? Was anything stolen?
The only thing was, they damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was, they couldn't start it. Dead.
All right. Question, what is the conversation about?
The roads in the neighborhood.
Yes, what happened to the older guy? They are talking about another guy, older guy who lives upstairs. What happened to him?
The car was stolen.
Yeah, the car was stolen. Was there an alarm? Right? What happened to the police? What did she say about the police?
They arrived too late.
Yes, they arrived too late. Why?
They just don't have enough police
Yeah, they don't have enough police on duty.
on duty at night.
All right. Hey, Julio is here. Late, Julio. I know you. Gabriel is also here. So you have everybody here. Xochitl is here. So we have 8 people in the house. So here you see, you hear the expressions while you read and hear the expressions. The ones I told you about, like, do you hear about? No, but I heard. Remember, hear, heard. Mhm. Past tense. Remember to use the past tense when you have to use it, when you need to use it. Guess what? This car was stolen. That's terrible. And you know what? Same expressions. The thing is, we are also going to learn this. The thing is, and did I tell you? Yeah, my car was broken into last Tuesday night. No, really? Was anything stolen? The only thing was. So we are learning these expressions soon. The thing is, that's gonna be in the next in this lesson, but later. So for now, these expressions are important. I need volunteers to read, please. I wanna see your pronunciation again. Okay, let's see. Julio, are you there, Julio?
Yes, teacher.
Good morning. Despierta.
No, ¿por qué lo borró?
So, para que despierte, Julio. You go first, Joy. And then I have Gabriel. You're Celia, Gabriel.
Okay. Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but hear some police sirens.
Hmm, well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building.
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they come way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you my car was broken into last Thursday night?
No, really. Was anything stolen?
The only thing was the damage, damage the ignition reading to start the car. But the funny thing was the cold start it because the battery was dead.
Okay. Of course, you need more reading, more practice. Let's see. America,
Yes,
please, you go first. Joy, and then let's see, Patty, you're Celia.
okay. Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building.
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you my car was broken into last Thursday night?
No, really, was anything stolen?
No, the only thing was the damage the ignition trying to start the car, but the funny thing was they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
All right, let's start from the end to the beginning, from here. This verb, it is a verb, right? Do you know it? Damaged.
Yes.
Damaged. Pronunciation damaged. Past tense, damaged.
Damage.
The ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was they couldn't start it because the battery was dead. Couldn't. No
Couldn't.
L, no L, no O, couldn't. And here, was anything stolen? No stolen, stolen.
Uh, stolen.
One more thing I heard.
Stolen.
Oh, police sirens, not sirens.
Okay. Sirens.
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 Don't confuse the word sirens, que es sirenas de ambulancia o de policía, with mermaids. Mermaids son sirenas pero del mar.
Okay.
Bueno, de la mitología.
Mhm.
Those are mermaids. This is sirens.
Sirens.
Pronunciation police is American. Police. British police. Police. So we have two pronunciations in this word. Police or police.
Police. Police or
Americans say police. British police. Police. Like it's like strong.
police.
All right, Sochil, you're there, Sochil?
Police.
You're Joy. Let's see, Karina, you're Celia, please.
Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know the older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess what? His car was stolen.
That's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and I did tell you, my car was broken into last Thursday night.
No, really? Was anything stolen?
No, the only thing was they damaged the
Ignition?
ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
Yes, good. Thank you. No problems. Let me see. Judith. Miss Judith. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, you are Joy. Um, all right, you're Joy, Judith, and who wants to read? Let me see. Gabriel. You're Celia again. You start, Judith?
Yes. Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Sirens. Police
Siren?
sirens. Yes.
Well, you know that other guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah.
Guess what? His car was stolen.
That's terrible.
And you know that, and you know what? He heard his car alarm and calling the police, but they can't wait too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is that you don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
No, I tell you, my car was broken into last Thursday night.
Oh, really? What anything stolen?
No, the only thing was the damage the ignition reading to start the car, but the funny this was the could start it because the battery was dead.
Yes. Remember, Gabriel, damaged. Damaged.
Damage.
Damaged. Past tense. And this is not call it. Called.
Call,
Called the
call,
police. But they
call it
came way
police.
too late, yes. And the reading, you need to make, you have to put some emphasis when you read. Not like monotonous reading. Did you hear about all the trouble here last night? No, but I heard some police sirens. Well, you know that all the... Tienen que poner un poquito más um,
De injuria,
de
injundia,
injundia, de
de
sabor,
emoción, de emoción.
como le dije al principio, interpretar lo que se están platicando. Did you hear about all the trouble here last night? No, but I heard some police sirens. ¿Ya escucharon la grabación? Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building? El chisme así sabroso. Yeah, guess what? His car was stolen. That's terrible. Uh, what I mean is when you read something, you have to perform the characters. Tienen que interpretar a los personajes, en este caso darle a la lectura un poquito más de eso, ¿no? De que ustedes lo están leyendo, pero que el que los esté escuchando se interese en la lectura, como si estuvieran diciendo una historia,
Ok.
se la estuvieran contando, por eso están leyendo y están practicando. Oh, and did I tell you? Oh, and did I remember linking? Did I tell you? It's very important to use the linking as well as the intonation in some sentences because you make like stop, you make a pause in some sentences. Like now, the only thing was they damaged the ignition trying to start the car, but the funny thing was they couldn't start it because the battery was dead, right? Only when you see a comma or when you see a period, the same, if you see a question mark, it's a question, right? Was anything stolen? Did I tell you? Like it's a question, so you have to make it sound like a question, right? Notice how Joey and Celia introduce new expressions like these. Find examples in the conversation. We already saw that. Did you hear about? Have you heard about? Did I tell you? Guess what? You know what? You know, etc. All right, next exercise. Match the questions with the news they introduce. Compare with a partner. So you have from 1 to 6 on your left, and then you have from A to F on your right. So each one belongs to one. So let's do it. Let's do it together here. Number 1. I just bought. This word too, you say used. For those who say use, it's not used. This is just. En termina en T. Just bought. Just bought a new TV. And you know what? Okay, try to find the letter. Okay, and share your answers with your partner. Go to the rooms, please. 30 seconds. Well, 1 minute. All right, I just bought a new TV, and you know what? That's number one. What letter is that?
D, letter D.
Letter D. You know what? It's broken already. Number two. Who wants to do number two?
Me.
All right, please. Can you read it and the answer?
Okay. Did I tell you about my accident? For me, it's letter A. I fell off the roof of the house.
I fell off
Fell off?
the roof of the house. Fell off.
I fell off the roof of the
Uh-huh.
house.
The same here, you have a consonant, you have a vowel. Fell off.
Okay, fell off.
No stop, no pause. Fell off the roof of
Linking.
the house. Yeah.
Okay,
Same here, if, of, roof of, roof of.
roof of the
Yeah,
house.
fell off the roof of the house together.
I fell off the roof. I fell off the roof of the house.
Roof of the house.
Roof
Roof.
of the house.
Don't say roof of the house.
Roof of the house.
Roof of the house. Roof of the house.
Roof of the house.
Yes, together. Sounds like one
Okay.
sound. Number three, Julio.
Did you hear about the tornado? Letter F.
If destroyed the mall.
F.
F. How do you say this word, Julio?
About the torn.
The say again?
Torn.
Turn.
Torn.
Patty, can you say this word?
Tornado.
Yes. Julio, tornado.
Tornado.
Yes.
Tornado.
Use the A. This A sounds like the vowel, tornado.
Okay.
Dije tornado.
Para tornados in Spanish. Number four. Number four, America.
Yes, number 4. I won a talent contest. And guess what? Letter E. I'm going to be on television.
All right. And guess what? Great. Gabriel, number 5.
And guess what?
I have you heard the good news about John. She's a friend of my cousin.
Okay, say it again, please. Gabriel?
No,
5.
letter C.
Can you read again number 5?
Have you heard the good news about John?
Okay, you say here or here? Here.
Here?
Here? Marla is here. late, but she's here. Uh, have, you have a heart, have. So you're talking about present perfect, right? So this is past participle. The present of is here, heard, heard. So this word is heard. This verb is heard. Yes, Gabriel?
Yes, her.
Yes, heard, because you have a have. Have you heard? So you said letter
Sí. No. Hmm.
okay, you have B, C.
B.
He's getting married in the spring. All right, and
Me,
me? Me what?
me.
Bueno, Judy, pues, number 6, Judy, you read it and give me the letter, please.
You know the woman who lives next door is letter C. She's a friend and my cousins.
She's a friend. She's a friend of my cousins.
She's a friend of my cousins.
She's a friend. She's a friend of my cousins.
She's a friend of my cousin.
She's remember yes, and then the bubble. She's a friend of my cousins. Good. Marla is here. Welcome, Marla.
Hi.
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Hold on a second, please. All right. Take turns telling your own news using the expressions above. Take turns telling your own news using the expressions above. Practice with something on your own news. Like make sentences. You can make sentences and then practice it. You share your ideas, please. Use all the expressions and try to change the information. Same, I'm gonna put you in go to the rooms and practice. Speaking practice. No Spanish, please. You know what? Es que canté mucho anoche en el concierto, no, no es cierto. I'm kind of my throat is a little bit. Anyway, how was the practice? Do you have a chance to practice, right? I could hear you. Remember those verbs in past participle. Have you heard? No, here. Some of you still say here, like in present tense. One of the problems or the issues I have heard about some of you is you don't focus on the tense you are using. If you're using the present tense, use those verbs in present. But you cannot say something that, oh, I do my homework yesterday. There's no matching between yesterday and do, present and past. So, parte de que ustedes vayan mejorando su inglés es usar los tiempos correctamente. No combinen el presente con el pasado, ni el presente perfecto, ni todos los tiempos en sí. So that's the only issue I have seen so far. Tenses, pronunciation, reading. You need to read more, a lot. You need to read books. I sent you some books a few weeks ago. Nobody say anything. So that's good for your practice, right? Let me see. America,
Yes, teacher.
guess what? You are the number one. You are the first one to answer this question. Give me a couple expressions you use in the practice, in the exercise.
Okay, for example, mm, did you hear about mm, the change of the schedule?
The change of,
Change the hour.
I don't get it. The change of
Schedule?
ketchup?
Yes, no.
No, I haven't heard
Ketchup
about
band?
the ketchup.
Ketchup band?
The
Ketchup?
change
The what?
of our
Yes.
Oh, you mean the, yeah, about the time. I said ketchup for the fries. Ya me imaginaba la ketchup ahí, la capsule con las papas.
I
Pues no.
think about the bands, they sound a cereje and something like that.
Hacer ajá, ajá. No,
El vato.
it's the spring timeline when we change the schedule, right? 1 hour. That's what you mean?
Yes.
That's gonna be on April 4th. Yes?
Yes.
We change 1 hour ahead on Sunday morning, right? When it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 a.m., we put 1 hour more. It's gonna be 4. Yes?
Yes.
Good. Gabriel, give me an example of any expressions. Yeah, any of the expressions we have seen so far. Gabriel, are you there? Mr. Samayoa. Signorino, ¿dónde está? Ya se escondió Gabriel. Ok, vamos con la señorita Samayoa. Patricia, give me an example of any expressions.
Um, did you heard about Maria's accident? She fell hard.
She fell hard. Okay, did you hear or did you heard?
Heard.
Why here is you're using did? If you use an auxiliary
It's a
like did
vaso.
you hear? Remember, if you use did, you need to use the base verb. Did you hear? Oh, I heard. I heard. Ahí entonces no estás utilizando auxiliar, ¿verdad? I heard. But did you hear? So did helps you to use the base verb, right? Did you hear? Not did you heard. Ese es simple present. Question form. Did you hear? Did you know? Right? Miss Karina Romance, give me an example, please. Thank you, Patty.
Of course. Did you hear about the Earth Day?
Earth.
Uh-huh. Have you heard the good news about Miss Laura?
Yes, correct. Miss Laura in America?
No,
Oh,
two teachers before you.
oh, okay. Miss Judith, give me an example, please. Yes.
Did you
The
hear?
microphone.
Did you hear about back to school?
Did you hear? Yes. Did you hear about?
Back to school.
Back to school.
Mhm.
Students going back to school, right? Face-to-face classes. Yes. Another example, Judith? You can say, did you hear or have you heard? Remember the verbs. Did you hear?
Did
You're
you hear?
using the,
Did you hear? Did you hear about back to school? No.
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, you give me one more example. One
Another?
more example, yes.
No. Have you heard?
Yes.
Did you hear about the people is scary?
Scary?
Sí, scary.
What do you mean with scary?
Espantado.
Scared.
Sorprendido. For the ¿cómo se dice? Enfermedades. ¿Cómo se, how you say?
Well, first, you say scary, not scary. A situation is scary. Ya lo vimos la semana pasada. Something is scary. People is scared, not scary. We have, remember who did last week or a couple weeks, right? We say, I'm boring. No, I'm bored. The moment is boring. The situation is boring. I am bored.
I am bored.
The ed ending or ing ending.
Boring.
Yes. That's going to be on the test, on the exam, so please remember that. I'm bored.
I'm bored.
This job is boring. I'm bored.
I'm bored.
Right? Yes. Julio, are you there, Julio? Mr. Julio. Abraham.
Está pasando un camión.
El de la basura. El de la basura, hasta acá me llegó el olor.
El de los camotes.
El de los camotes.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Todavía estás dormido? Mira.
No,
Qué cara, Dios.
Ni te peinaste, chamaco, mira.
no, sí, estoy así. No tengo la culpa de tener la cara de marihuana.
Oh, así nací, así me morí. No puedes que de la zapata.
A ver, acá puro,
¿Verdad?
sí,
Al
Hace
100.
feo, hace
al,
feo.
Ah,
al
yeah,
100, al 100.
that's true.
Karina,
Julio,
también Karina se me hace que fue de la Zapata porque tiene más barrio que yo.
sí, se ve banda, ¿verdad?
Sí, se ve bandota.
Ah, arriba,
Humildad, 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 humildad.
ya estoy como la chona. Arriba Karina, mi mamá y la chona.
Mira, y luego trae parece buchona con ese playerón.
¿Verdad?
Burger.
Ahí tomando el sol. Pero bueno, Julio, no me distraigas. Give me an example.
Profe, se me va el internet.
Mm,
Cual sea.
okay. Any example of the expressions we have been seeing so far?
Okay. Have you heard about the new reports of pandemics?
Yeah, the pandemic reports. Yes. Good.
Okay.
One more example.
Guess what? We already went on vacation.
Yes. Thank you.
Uh,
Marla,
okay.
you have one more to share?
Pues estaba haciendo todas en lo que pasaba.
Okay, give me one more.
Oh, you know, we can go for a walk on Sunday. Le escribí, no es invitación.
Oh. Por si alguien se apunta, dice, lo
No, es que
advierte,
no,
it's
se
a
me ocurrió otra
warning.
cosa.
Es abierta, dice.
Ah. Y sobre todo caminar, o sea. All right, so who's next? Marla, are you there, Marla?
Yes.
Give me a couple examples of expressions we have been seeing so far, please.
Did you hear about the virus?
All right, you said, do you hear or do you hear?
Heard.
No, remember, guys, here there are two ways. Do not confuse the tenses. It's very important for you at this level to know, have you heard is one, right? Why? Because this is present perfect. Or did you hear? You're using did. Did helps here to become this sentence in past. Did you hear? Have you heard? Present perfect, simple past. Do not confuse them, please. Okay, continue, Marla, please. I'm sorry. Interruption. Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you about my English classes?
Did I tell you about my knit classes?
English classes.
¿Clases de tejido? ¿Knit classes?
No, English.
Oh, English classes. English
Yes.
classes. All right. So really, you're taking knit classes para saber tejer. Ya te veo con la chambrita.
For sure,
Okay.
no?
Yeah, that should be good. Ahí en el seguro, ahí te enseñan the social security. I think Sochi left. She's not here right now. Gabriel, give me a couple examples, please. Gabriel, are you there? Hello, Mr. Gabriel. Gabriel, are you there? I don't think so. Anybody else? ¿Quién me faltó? That's it? Okay, dokie, let's continue, please.
Sorry.
So this is what I told you at the beginning. Strategy plus the thing is the thing was present and past. Use the thing is the thing was to introduce ideas. The thing is to identify a key issue. The other thing is to add another issue. The only thing is to raise a problem, right? We say this in Spanish like la cosa es que, or la cosa fue que, that's in Spanish. The thing is that we have we have classes today, just today, and we are done, and that's it. The other thing is we have a test in 2 weeks, But the only thing is I am not ready yet to raise a problem. So that's what I mean. The thing is add adjectives to introduce other ideas. The best thing is this is a wonderful class. The funny thing, you see, adjectives before thing, the funny thing, the scary thing. So we can use many adjectives before thing, depending on what you want to say. Here are the most common expressions with the thing is. Same. You see here the color? So this one is more common. The thing is I don't have money, but I want to go to the movies. La cosa es que, that's what it means. Or these expressions or this with an adjective. The funny thing is, or you can say, the only thing or the other thing. These are less common. You see the colors the same? Best thing, funny thing, only thing, other thing. So you know the meaning of this word. Only, other, scary, the scary thing. Remember this is TH, not thing. Thing. All right, questions about this vocabulary or grammar? Anybody? No questions? The meaning, any meaning or something?
For example, when I can use in future, I can.
What do you mean? Give me an example.
The thing it we famous or I don't know.
Let's say Julio. Julio said before an example of, you know what? Let's take a walk tomorrow morning. And you say, the thing is that I have something to do. The thing is, I will go to the church. I will have many things to do tomorrow morning. La cosa es like an answer, right?
The thing is we what?
The thing, I will have many things to do tomorrow morning. I mean,
Okay.
it doesn't matter what tense you use. The thing is general.
Okay.
The other thing is my mom is cooking some relleno tomorrow, so we have a family lunch.
ING always? I don't understand. Sure.
Which one?
Can you write it? Please?
Here you have the thing, the other thing, the only thing. These are the three expressions, right? You see here. No importa en qué tiempo lo hagas o cómo lo combines en tenses, right? It's
Okay.
always the same. The thing is, the other thing is, or was, past tense, present or past.
Present or past.
Present or past. The thing is, oh, the thing is, I didn't have time. La cosa es que no tuve tiempo. That's the meaning. The thing is,
¿Cómo sería la cosa sería? The word la cosa sería.
O sea, suponiendo, ¿no?
yeah, the thing would be, let me write it for you. Aquí. The thing would be, la cosa sería, you see, the thing is a subject, you use a modal and you use a verb. La cosa sería, right? Or you could say, the thing could be, you are still using the verb be, you see? La cosa podría ser. The thing might be. Always be. Might be. So you can combine or you can mix this with more verbs, with more modals or auxiliaries. We use that a lot in Spanish. The thing is, la cosa es la mejor cosa.
So fea.
Like when you swear, the funny thing, lo chistoso. The funny thing, lo chistoso. Lo mejor,
Lo peor.
right, lo peor. When you think, the best thing in my life
Benito.
is Benito.
Yes, Benito is the better thing in my life.
Oh, tu perro.
Yes, Benito.
Yo pensé que el conserje del programa es... Oye, ¿ese quién es? Qué feo caso, pero bueno. All right, let's try to finish the exercise about the thing. The thing. This word thing, it's very common in English, the thing. Cuando no sabes una palabra, the thing, la cosa, the thing, the name. All right, you have from number 1 to number 5. So you need to use any of these expressions here. Best thing, funny thing, only thing, other thing, scary thing, or thing here. So you have one extra. No, you have 6 and you have 5 here. So please try to answer
Teacher, la
them.
cosa se puso fea.
Yeah, scary thing or the ugly thing. Pueden usar
Yeah.
cualquier adjetivo. Más lo anteponen a thing.
Share.
Like the thing was ugly. La cosa se puso, como dices, la cosa se puso muy fea. Or the ugly thing, you can use different adjectives. Who did? What are you laughing, who did? All right, please try to finish this exercise from 1 to 5. I loved everything about my vacation, but the I am a little bored with my job. But the thing is, I'm not learning anything new. And the ahaha, blah, 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 blah.
Teacher, what mean and the 4 sentences? Is he gossip so much? What means gossip in Spanish?
Gossips.
Gossip. Sorry.
Gossips. Gossips es chismear.
Okay.
Gossip.
Thank you so much.
Hablar, chismear, gossips.
Vivorear.
Vivorear, ándale.
Thank you so much.
All right, number one, I love everything about my vacation, but the
Best thing. The best thing.
Best thing.
Best thing.
Best thing.
but the best thing
Best.
The best thing.
Best thing.
was the weather was perfect. Perfect. Number two, I'm a little bored with my job.
The other thing.
The only thing.
The thing is
No,
The
the
other
only
thing.
thing. I am not.
All right, here you use the best
Only.
thing, right?
No? Okay.
Mark, you use it here.
There.
I am a little bored with my job. The
Only.
only thing is,
Other thing.
Only thing.
the only thing,
the thing.
okay?
Other
Thing.
thing.
Only thing. Only other.
You have two options. The only thing,
Oh,
I am a little bored with my job.
me falta la L.
Sí, ya vi. Ya vi. No voy a regresar. O sea,
Oh,
the only thing is I am not learning anything new. Or the thing is I am not learning anything new. And the
Other thing.
Yes, other thing.
other thing,
other thing.
yes, you see it's in the same sentence.
Other.
The only thing is I am not, well, I use thing. La cosa es que no estoy aprendiendo nada. The thing is I am not learning anything new, and the other thing is
Otra cosa.
I don't have much in common with my coworkers.
Coworker. My
Number
car
three, my car was
was
stolen
on
once.
The funny.
funny thing.
Scary.
No,
Thing.
would be the funny.
Funny.
The funny thing. Right? Should be the funny thing was they
Yes.
brought it back the next year.
Funny.
Entonces no se lo robaron, más se lo vieron prestado por una noche. Así, ¿verdad? Como en algunas colonias de Acapulco.
Suele suceder.
Sí, hasta las
Pero
mejores
ya no lo
familias.
regresan.
Rateros responsables.
Responsable, honesto. Ok, te lo regreso.
No lo regresan, no.
Muchas gracias.
No me lo quería ir para la Zapata y ya regresó. Number 4, my new boyfriend is great in almost every way.
The scar is
The only thing.
The
What do
only
you think?
scar
Yes.
is
Yes, the only thing
only thing.
here.
Okay.
Remember, when you have a vowel like only, you have to say the. If you remember Touchstone 1, you need 1 or 2. The only thing, the other thing. When you have a vowel, you have to say the. The only
Only.
thing is he gossips too much.
Okay.
I
want
was in a
small.
I was in a small earthquake once.
Edward.
Earthquake.
Oh, wait.
No, who did earthquake? Earthquake. Quake.
Earthquake. Earthquake.
Quake.
Quake.
Earthquake. All right, let's continue. I was in a small earthquake once.
Ding.
The
Ding.
The scary thing.
scary thing.
Scary.
¿Qué es lo que te pasa cuando tiembla? Pues te espantas, ¿no?
Scary.
Bolillo para el susto, bolillo para el susto.
Ah, sí, yo aquí lo tengo, mira. Por si la duda. Ya está listo por
Ya
si
está
me da.
preparado.
Ándale.
Ya está esperando a las 11 de la...
Tengo aquí mi bolsa, mira. Por si se me baja la presión. No me falta la coca.
El
All
gansito,
right.
coca con gansito. El mejor desayuno.
No me gusta el chocolate casi. Ugh.
Ok.
Me prefiero mi cafecito de atoyac. All right, questions about this. I put scary. Aquí dice scary. Bueno, ya lo voy a borrar. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Questions?
No.
Now, teacher.
Okay, let me see. Yes, we have still time for this. So we already practiced this through information. So now let's practice the thing. You see, change the sentences above to make them true for you. Make them true for you. I love everything about my new apartment, but the best thing is I have a great view, right? Like, let's say I like my place too, my apartment, place. When you mention, actually, I wanna tell you, when you mention place, means my house, my apartment. So in English, in speaking, it's very common to say my place, mi lugar, but my place means my house, it's the same. So in conversation, you will hear a lot, especially in movies, my place. Let's go to my place, means to my house. You don't say my house. It's not very usual. Place. Let's go to your place. Place means that. Don't forget that. That's in speaking, in practice. I love everything about my new apartment, but the best thing is I have a great view. All right. So let's practice these expressions. Best thing, only thing, other thing. Remember, they are different. Other thing is when you mention two things in the same sentence, but the other thing, okay? Practice all of them, please, with true information about you. Invent sentences or something about your daily life. Okay?
Writing or speaking?
I know speaking, but you have to practice with your coworkers. I mean, with your classmates. That's also speaking. This is gonna be also on the test, so you need to know the difference between all of them. Hold on. Is Gabriel here? Gabriel? Gabriel? No?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, ya apareciste. All right, I want you to practice those exercises, those expressions with your with your partner, with your classmates, please. No Spanish. All right. I have Patty back. Marla is back. Who else? The rest are still working, I guess. All right. We are almost done for the first set before the break. Okay, give me 1 second, please. All right. So the first one, Patty, give me an example of this exercise.
I feel comfortable with my online classes. The best thing is I can do anything in that.
All right. The only thing you cannot do anything?
The best thing I can do anything.
Oh, okay, yes. Judith, Miss Judith, s'il vous plaît.
¿Qué voy a hacer? Un ejemplo.
Yes, of course.
Okay. I like see TV about the news. The bad thing is that there are many commercials.
All right. Say it again. Say the sentence again, please.
Okay.
One more time.
I like see TV.
I watch TV. When you use TV is watch.
I
I like to watch. To watch.
to watch. Excuse me. I like to
Yes.
watch TV about about the news,
About.
but
Yes.
the news
Mm-hmm.
but the bad thing is
Mm-hmm.
that there are many commercials.
There are too many commercials. There are
There
too
are
many commercials.
there
I
are too
remember,
many.
no, yes, no es thing, thing, suave, suave, thing, not
Thing,
thing, yes.
thing,
Karina, not thing, thing, sopladito, thing.
Thin.
Lengua entre los dientes, thing.
Thin.
Dale un poquito de aire, thing.
Thin.
Karina, please.
Okay, I
Next.
have two examples. I loved everything about my neighborhood, but the best thing is I live nearby to the beach. And another example, my ring was stolen once, and no, the sad thing was I don't have more money to buy a new ring.
A new ring. Great. Good example. Thank you. Marla, please, next. Another example.
I like the beach, but the only thing I don't like is when there are people.
That's the only thing. So,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
It's good.
Más
I
que la
think
playa para ti sola, para ti
yes.
sola. Okay. Okie dokie, Julio, Mr. Julio, please.
Okay. I was working yesterday. I was a bit bored, but the funny thing was that a worker felt silent in a university puddle of water.
Okay, say it one more time, please. Julio, one more time.
Okay. I was working yesterday. I was a bit bored, but the funny thing was a worker felt silent in a universe puddle of water.
A co-worker was silent.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that was a funny thing. Gabriel, what's your example?
The only thing that matters now is the material for the job.
Material for the job.
Materials for the job.
There is material. Good.
The other thing was exercise to use, easier to use.
All right. Okay, say it one more time, please, Gabriel.
Again,
Yes. One more time.
the only thing that matters now is the materials for the job. The other thing was easier to use.
Okay. Is that your sentence? I mean, you made up that sentence? The only thing that matters. Yes. All right, good. America? America?
Yes, best thing is that stuff. Yes. I
Can you start
love my
over?
new kitchen. The
Mm.
best thing is the stuff.
Okay, can you start over? Can you
No?
say it again from the beginning? Because I think
Oh,
it's your sound. I can't hear you.
okay. I have
Okay.
another. I like my boyfriend, but the only thing I don't like his family.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Good job, everybody. So we're still learning about this, right? The next thing we're seeing is the listening. This is the next thing, listening. Number 3. What do they say next? All right, let's try to do it fast and then we'll take a break. Read the last lines of four conversations. Can you guess what each conversation is about? You have 4 boxes. Guess. You have to guess here. The thing is, people need to feel safe when you got out at night. The scary thing was we didn't have electricity for 3 days. And you know what? Everything was gone. Her money, credit cards, keys, everything. So the funny thing is, her prediction about her car turned out to be true. So in here, you have to guess which each conversation is about. Okay, try to guess. Can you guess what each conversation is about? This is the first exercise. All right, number 1. The thing is, people need to feel safe when they go out at night.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Example 3. My car was stolen.
Number 4. Number 4, no?
All right, here, read the last lines of 4 conversations. Read the last line of 4 conversations. Can you guess what each conversation is about?
About.
First, ¿de qué se trata la conversación? ¿De qué están hablando? Estas son las últimas líneas. You see here, last lines of 4
Pero no
conversations.
tiene que ver con el ejercicio anterior.
No,
Ah, ok, perdón. Pensé que sí.
no.
No.
Just imagine, this is the last part of the conversation. ¿De qué se trataba? Can you guess what each conversation is about?
I think the first one is about the security at night
Yeah.
because the thing is what do you say? Inseguridad, insecurity,
Safetyness.
or crime,
No security, safetyness.
safetyness. Okay.
Safetyness.
Safetyness.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. What do you think about the others? The scary thing was we didn't have electricity for 3 days. Guess about this one?
Probably
Rainstorm,
a earthquake.
rainstorm, tornado.
Yes, phenomenal natural.
Yes, something like that. Something happened, right? That's why they didn't have electricity for 3 days.
Events naturals.
A disaster or something.
Yes.
Well, sometimes that happens in Acapulco, even we don't have any disaster. That's water, no electricity, but water. Something. Okay, for 2 weeks, and nothing
Yes.
happened. Number 3, and you know what? Everything was gone, but her money, credit cards, keys, everything. What do you think about this one?
Hair was stolen.
And maybe he was stolen. What else? Julio?
Stolen the rough.
The assaltant, the assaltant.
What?
The assaltant, asaltante. Los asaltantes.
Esa palabra no existe, Judith.
Ah.
¿Asaltan?
Asal.
Nomás le quita la E, asaltante, asaltante. O sea, no inventes.
A new language, please.
Ajá, a rover, a rover. And the last one. So the funny thing is, her prediction about her car turned out to be true.
I silence. I silence.
A what?
No he dicho nada.
Oh, okay. Mejor me callo. Okay, let's listen to the beginning of the conversation. See if you guessed all of them. It's page 123, right?
Page 123. 3. Listening and strategies. What do they say next? C. Now listen to the complete conversations and check your answers. 1.
Did I tell you my purse was stolen? Really? No. What happened? Well, I was walking home one night last week after class, and a young woman ran up to me and took it. I had everything in it, including my car keys. Oh no, that's terrible. Yeah, it was awful. The thing was, I wasn't really scared, but angry, you know? Anyway, now I'll never walk home at night by myself. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Oh, I agree.
2. Did you hear the news about my sister? No, what happened? Her car was broken into this morning near school. The side window was broken. No, really? Did they take anything? I mean, did she have anything valuable in it? No, she was really lucky. She had her purse with her, and she took her MP3 player and everything out of the car before she went to class. I mean, she doesn't usually do that. She often leaves stuff in her car. Yeah, that was lucky. Yeah, and you know what? The weird thing is, she said she had a strange feeling about that car this morning. Really? You mean like she knew something bad might happen to it? Yeah. 3. You know what? There's a big hurricane coming. Oh, really? Again? Yeah, I heard it on the news this morning. So, do you get really bad ones here? Yeah, sometimes we get hit by a big one. Wow, I bet that's kind of scary. Yeah, it is. But you know what? The weather is really beautiful here most of the year. The thing is, hurricane season is mainly in September and October. Then, if there's a bad storm, it's not safe to go out. Huh. Yeah, the scary thing is sometimes there's a really big hurricane and then you have to leave town. Really? Yeah, like, we had a pretty bad one 2 years ago. 4.
Guess what? The strangest thing happened last night. Oh, yeah? What's that? Well, you know Jenny, your friend who works in the bank? Uh-huh. Well, she went out with some friends from work and she had her purse with her, you know. The thing is, they were walking by the river after dinner and guess what? Uh-oh. Her purse was stolen? No, it fell in the river. You're kidding. How did that happen? Well, they were all talking and laughing, you know. And then they walked over the bridge, and Jenny stopped to look at the water. And the funny thing was her purse fell into the river.
All right, one more time. Please pay attention.
Page 123. 3. Listening and strategies. What do they say next? C. Now listen to the complete conversations and check your answers. 1.
Did I tell you my purse was stolen? Really? No. What happened? Well, I was walking home one night last week after class, and a young woman ran up to me and took it. I had everything in it, including my car keys. Oh no, that's terrible. Yeah, it was awful. The thing was, I wasn't really scared, but angry, you know? Anyway, now I'll never walk home at night by myself. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Oh, I agree.
2. Did you hear the news about my sister? No, what happened? Her car was broken into this morning near school. The side window was broken. No, really? Did they take anything? I mean, did she have anything valuable in it? No, she was really lucky. She had her purse with her, and she took her MP3 player and everything out of the car before she went to class. I mean, she doesn't usually do that. She often leaves stuff in her car. Yeah, that was lucky. Yeah, and you know what? The weird thing is, she said she had a strange feeling about that car this morning. Really? You mean like she knew something bad might happen to it? Yeah. 3. You know what? There's a big hurricane coming. Oh, really? Again? Yeah, I heard it on the news this morning. So, do you get really bad ones here? Yeah, sometimes we get hit by a big one. Wow, I bet that's kind of scary. Yeah, it is. But you know what? The weather is really beautiful here most of the year. The thing is, hurricane season is mainly in September and October. Then, if there's a bad storm, it's not safe to go out. Huh. Yeah. The scary thing is, sometimes there's a really big hurricane, and then you have to leave town. Really? Yeah. Like, we had a pretty bad one 2 years ago. 4.
Guess what? The strangest thing happened last night. Oh, yeah? What's that? Well, you know Jenny, your friend who works in the bank? Uh-huh. Well, she went out with some friends from work, and she had her purse with her, you know. The thing is, they were walking by the river after dinner, and guess what? Uh-oh. Her purse was stolen? No, it fell in the river. You're kidding. How did that happen? Well, they were all talking and laughing, you know. And then they walked over the bridge, and Jenny stopped to look at the water. And the funny thing was her purse fell into the river.
Okie dokie. Do you have the four conversations, right? You have something that is related to the conversation one, two, three, and four. Do you understand the conversations or not?
A little.
A little?
Yes.
What about the others? Patty, Karina, do you understand the conversations? Each conversation?
Yes, but in two I confuse.
You were
What is what?
confused?
Yeah,
Yes, in the
Oh,
second
oh,
and the fourth.
yeah.
all right. So do you try to relate each conversation with these things, with these lines? What do you think about the number, this one?
It's
What
number two.
conversation is that? Number one or two?
Two.
One.
Four.
I
Number four.
Two.
Por
Number
fin.
four.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight,
one.
nine.
Number
11.
four.
Four.
The thing
Two.
is people
Four.
need
I
to
don't
think.
know.
So when
Okay,
the,
hold on, hold on. Pay attention one more time. You have to relate each conversation
hey,
with here. Bless you. Hasta acá me llegó. Okay, one more time, please. Pay attention.
23. 3. Listening and strategies. What do they say next? C. Now listen to the complete conversations and check your answers. 1.
Did I tell you my purse was stolen? Really? No. What happened? Well, I was walking home one night last week after class, and a young woman ran up to me and took it. I had everything in it, including my car keys. Oh, no. That's terrible. Yeah, it was awful. The thing was, I wasn't really scared, but angry, you know? Anyway, now I'll never walk home at night by myself. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Oh, I agree.
2. Did you hear the news about my sister? No. What happened? Her car was broken into this morning near school. The side window was broken. No. Really? Did they take anything? I mean, did she have anything valuable in it? No. She was really lucky. She had her purse with her, and she took her MP3 player and everything out of the car before she went to class. I mean, she doesn't usually do that. She often leaves stuff in her car. Yeah, that was lucky. Yeah, and you know what? The weird thing is, she said she had a strange feeling about that car this morning. Really? You mean like she knew something bad might happen to it? Yeah. 3. You know what? There's a big hurricane coming. Oh, really? Again? I heard it on the news this morning. So, do you get really bad ones here? Yeah, sometimes we get hit by a big one. Wow, I bet that's kind of scary. Yeah, it is. But you know what? The weather is really beautiful here most of the year. The thing is, hurricane season is mainly in September and October. Then, if there's a bad storm, it's not safe to go out. Huh. Yeah. The scary thing is, sometimes there's a really big hurricane, and then you have to leave town. Really? Yeah. Like, you know, we had a pretty bad one 2 years ago. 4.
Guess what? The strangest thing happened last night. Oh, yeah? What's that? Well, you know Jenny, your friend who works in the bank? Uh huh. Well, she went out with some friends from work, and she had her purse with her, you know. The thing is, they were walking by the river after dinner, and guess what? Uh oh, her purse was stolen? No, it fell in the river. You're kidding. How did that happen? Well, they were all talking and laughing, you know. And then they walked over the bridge, and Jenny stopped to look at the water. And the funny thing was her purse fell into the river.
All right, Karina, do you have a question?
Me? No.
You raise your hand.
Ay, estaba probando los botoncitos.
Ah, ok, mira. A ver cómo se veía la manita arriba.
Sí, sorry.
That's not okay. Well, it's okay.
That's nice.
Number one, what do you think it is?
One.
There, number
Number
one.
Know what?
And you know what? Everything was gone. Fair money.
Do you think it's this one?
Cards,
Yes.
Number
Yes,
one.
yes.
What about this one? What do they say at
This is
the
the
end
one.
of this?
No.
When
And you
they
know
go
what?
Because
out at
the,
night.
the first one talk about the purse was stolen by young woman, and the fourth was talk
Right.
about the purse fell in a river.
I think this is number one, because
Yes.
they talk about safety at night, right? This expression. Safe when they go out at night. They should be very careful, right? Number two, they talk about a prediction. What's number two?
The funny thing.
Funny thing.
Yes, the funny thing.
Tradition.
The funny thing, like she knew something was going on, something's going to happen to her car, right? Number three.
The scary.
Scary?
The
Scary
scary
thing.
thing was we didn't have
We didn't have electricity for 3 days.
electricity.
They talk about hurricanes, right? Disasters. Three.
Okay.
And of course, this is number four, the purse that fell off in the river, right?
Yes.
So it was an accident.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
1, 3, 4, 2. Okay, questions? Questions about this?
No.
No questions? All right. So let's take a break. It's 11:15. You are coming back at 11:40.
Okay.
25 minutes. And we'll continue with the next lesson. Okay?
Okay.
Enjoy your lunch. See you in a few minutes. Okay? Okie dokie. See you. All right. Who's back? Let's see. Judith, are you still there? Are you back? Patty, are you there?
I am here, teacher.
Marika is there. Marla,
Here, teacher.
Karina?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Gabriel, are you there? Mr. Samayoa, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okie dokie. Who is still having lunch? Con la boca llena. Karina con su paleta.
Espéreme.
O sea. All right, just Julio is not here yet. All right, next lesson is lesson D. It's the last one. Finally, our last lesson. Lesson D, Unit 12. Our learning objective on this lesson is writing about statistics. Statistics. Writing about statistics. Or a new way to report news. So where do you usually listen to the news or watch the news? Where?
To the
Where?
radio.
The radio could be the radio, yes. What else? When you need something, we use a verb. It's keep up. When you like every day, you need to listen to the news, right? So you keep up. So te mantiene al tanto. That's what it means. Keep up. Keep up. Mantenerse al tanto. That's a phrasal verb. That's when we are talking about news, right? It has many meanings, keep up. So how? I am asking you, how do you keep up? How do you keep up with the news? That's the question. How do you keep up with the news?
Listening the new facts.
Listening to or watching TV,
Every
right?
morning listen to the radio.
Yeah, you listen to the radio every morning, so you can listen to everyday news, right? Something that's going on, something is happening in your city. Remember last time we talked about local news in Mexico, in the whole country, maybe around the world, maybe United States, or it's very important you keep up with news, right? So sometimes the easiest thing is when you open your Facebook, when you open your cell, and you start browsing your Facebook, like scanning. As soon as you open your phone, you always get news at the beginning, especially if you have this Google that tells you news around the world, around Mexico, or local news, right? So let's see. A new way to report the news. What do you think about this sentence? What does it mean? Who can give me the answer? Or who has an idea?
In Spanish.
No.
Uh,
Oh, no, in Spanish, no.
A new, more formal or informal way to share the news.
Right, could be a different way, right?
A new form for share, for example, internet, radio.
Yes,
Sometimes the other countries transmit in this moment the way online.
yes, that's true. Okay, you have a web here. This is a web, right? You have in the middle ways people get the news. Like Karina said, listening to the radio. We have watched cable TV, read a newspaper. What else?
For internet. Internet.
By internet,
By
By
internet.
email.
not for internet.
By.
Another way.
The magazine, no?
Magazines.
By magazine.
Emails, Karina, should be the internet, but emails is more like personalized. I mean, news directly to you, right? But it could be email. So that's the same social media. Social media is on the internet, right? Maybe you have, if you watch TV, you have those channels like Fox News. Well, that's in the United States. Here you have some channels for, especially for news. You have news all day long, something that is going on, something that is happening at the moment, like those live shows, right?
Social media include the apps.
Yes, that's the internet, right? Apps, social media. Um, that's the most common right now. Newspaper is kind of newspaper. The real newspaper is not really like before, but now, right now, it's more about social media where you get the news, right? Let's. Um, I don't know if you have more ideas. Let's see who else is here. Sochil, you're back, Sochil.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I had another course at the same time for the specialty, and it's very complicated to me. But now
No,
I'm
okay.
here. I'm here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just I was
I'm
just
sorry.
wondering
I'm
if
sorry.
you have issues with the internet or something.
Yes, but the first reason was that.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries. No worries. Let's continue. So I need more ideas. Where else you get news? Where else? Right? By your people, right? Maybe your family or somebody, your friends.
The radio?
The
I don't
radio,
know.
yes. Yes, Karina said the radio. From mouth to mouth, right? I mean, from people, right? Maybe your neighbor tells you the news. Maybe something happened during the night, and they'll tell you next day. right?
Yes,
So
teacher.
it's called mouth to mouth, de boca en boca, mouth to mouth. And sometimes that's easier. Como dice Karina, el chisme, mouth to mouth. A veces que se corre más rápido, especially in those towns. But we are talking about general news, like when something happens in a small community or small place or a small town. The best way is you go to Facebook and everybody shares the same news. Somebody died, somebody passed away, or we have a quinceañera, we have a wedding, or etc. All right, then we have an article here. Remember this lesson this about reading, right? Reading and writing. So let's do it. Let's do it. So when it's reading comprehension, you always have questions. What is ominous? That's the first question. How is different? Okay, scan the article, read the article, and get these two questions. What is ominous and how is it different from the regular news? Okay, please take your time to read the article. It's a long article. If you have your book, it should be easier. So the first one, what is ominous and how is it different? How's it different and what is? So you have two questions.
Sorry.
Read it, read it.
I think it's online news.
Yeah, you need to read the whole article.
Yes. And say no. And this different from traditional service for news because you can read or listening by internet or with internet.
Okay, that's Karina answer. What else? Well, maybe you read. Did you read it before, Karina?
No, I scan. Do you say scan the
Yes.
article?
Yes. Yeah. All right. Let's give time to the others to answer. So we have Karina's answer.
Teacher, arrive back in 20 minutes, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. The same, please scan or get me the words that you don't know for vocabulary.
Households. In the 3 paragraph.
Basement.
Households.
Households? More than 2/3 of households are connected to the internet. Hogares.
Okay.
Places
Thanks.
where they watch TV.
Teacher, Paragraph 1, basically, in the ending, basically.
Into
So
something Wesley.
yeah, some words, if you see a word and it has a number, the definition or the meaning is here. They have numbers. So you said in paragraph 1,
Paragraph 2,
2, here.
yes.
Into something Wesley.
Vastly.
Wesley.
The audience either buys it, here, for example, buys is not buyer, like to buy, comprar, right? Is to believe. In this case, the other readers buys it. I mean, they believe it, or doesn't into something vastly, it would be in a large quantity. Vastly, quantity, vastly. Sounds like Spanish, vastly, vastamente. Into something vastly, it means amount. More bottom up, interactive, and democratic. Democratic, I'm saying, not democratic. Democratic, like Democrat Party. But the first is that you answer the questions. The two questions. What is ominous? And how is it different? So you can underline, for example, what's on the news? It's an online news service, right? Easy. How is it different? You need to see to find it. I remember news is singular. Even in Spanish, it's noticias. News is. No, news are. Okay, you have the first one. Now check for the second one. How is it different? I need you to scan the whole article and answer the second question.
How my news ambition aren't limited to mere words. It runs video, webcasting service, and plans to expand its multimedia presence.
All right, where do you find that? Second paragraph, third,
in
four, five?
In the last one,
The last one?
yes.
Remember, sometimes you can paraphrase. Ominous ambitions are limited to mere words. It runs video, webcasting services, and plans to expand in multimedia presence. Someday, citizens reporters could be contributing video reports. So Patty says that's why they are different.
Teacher, what means mere?
Mere.
Mere.
Mere. What does it mean? Mere. Mir is the same like Spanish. Mir.
Okay.
Just add an O instead of E. It's mere coincidence. Or in this case, mere is like only. Ambitions aren't limited only to only words, right? All right, so who else has an answer for the second question? Besides Patty and Karina. How is it different? All right, anybody else want to share? America? Julio just got here. Maybe you're kind of lost.
Yes,
Sochil, Marla. Second question, how is it different? How is it different? Means difference to the regular news. You need to scan and find it. If you can, let me see. You find it? How is it different? Remember, you don't need to read the whole article. Just like find the question. How is it different? Patty gave me an option and it's here. That's an option.
I think it's like a podcast.
Well, the answer is here. Try to scan it. I want everybody to give me your opinion, your paraphrase. Like, I mean, you scan it, you read it, and then you get the idea. It says, like, any citizens can be a reporter, right? What's so different here is that anyone can sign up and it's not difficult to get published, right? Okay, please read the article, read the whole article, and tell me the answer. Okay, I'm gonna put you into teams so you can discuss about this. I know this one takes time because it's reading, so you need to understand. It's not difficult. Please go to the rooms and exchange your ideas and answer the questions on your own words. How is it different? Go to the rooms, please. All right, let's continue, please. You have the survey. You have an idea about your classmates, your partners, right? Like the question number one, how often do you keep up with the news? I already asked that. That's very important. Where do you usually get the news? TV, radio, newspapers, magazines, internet, or other? Let's see who is here. Everybody is here. So from the results, you have some results, right? Like everybody should have a survey. Everybody should have answers from this survey. Use information from your survey to write a report about the class interest in the news. Help note, writing about statistics. 80% of the students are interested in the news. Not all of them, just 80%. The other ones, the 20%, they don't care. 80% of the class is interested in the news. You see how it changes? 80% of the students are. 80% of the class is. Are is. Plural, singular. Approximately 20% of us get the news from TV. Approximately 20% of us get, not gets. The majority of students have access to the internet. The majority. Let me underline here. when we use the majority of students or the majority, this is not third person. So we use have. About half of the class is, you see class is singular, like here, is interested in current events. 4 out of 10 students, 4 is plural, so it means we use read, not reads. 4 out of 10 students read a newspaper. Now you use the same information you have here, you use it to write a report like this.
Yes, I do it.
Has to be short, not a long one, like a paragraph or something. Okay, start doing it right now, please.
Ready.
You don't have to be the exact number, just an idea.
Yes. Pensé que esa era la actividad y ya la hice.
Okay, let's wait for the others
Sorry.
to finish it, and then you're going to read it. The first activity was the survey.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes, that was the survey. And then this is the
And
second
then
one.
the letter B, yes.
Yes. So you need to use the right grammar, like here. Singular or plural, don't forget that. Whenever you're ready, please go to the chat and write your task, your assignment.
Teacher, I don't listen it clear, sorry. I write to the exercise in the chat, or only reading?
Yeah, you write the
Yes.
exercise
In my notebook or in the chat?
in the chat.
Okay.
Of course, you organize your ideas on your notebook and then just transfer that to the chat. All right, as soon as you finish, please write your report on the chat. Follow the example, news survey. Remember your grammar, plural or singular. Okay, I have Karina's, Patty's, uh, Patty, you would say the most interesting topics are not interested. Interesting topics are celebrities, current events, politics, science, and technology. Yes, Patty? 50% of the students of English class are interested in news. In the English class, are interested in news. 50% of the class you would say 50% of the class is interested. It's singular. So chill. The class is interested in news.
Okay, sorry, teacher.
It's okay. Approximately 80% of us get news from the internet, not off internet, from the internet. The majority have access to websites. Yes. Okay, American my teen answered that once or twice a week. They watched news, no, they saw news. You need an object, I mean a subject. They watch news. We are enter, I don't know what you mean, but I guess you say you mean
Teacher,
your
my answer is okay.
no,
No.
no. So we learn about, you could say we learn about the news by TV, radio, on internet. We are interested, no interesting, in international news. And about half of the class is interested in current events, business, comma, the weather, and science and technology. Try not to use and is that's just one time at the end. So it's important you use commas and do not use and many times. Marla, 50% of the students are interested in the news. News, Marla, con ese, news. The other 50% of us get the news from internet, comma, or period. The majority students have access to the internet. About half of the class is interested in celebrities and science and technology. Who did? 50%, you don't need the, just 50% of people are not interested, not interesting, who did? Interested in the news. The majority of people have access to the internet. I am frequently informed of the news every once or twice a week and usually get the news on the TV and internet. I like to get informed, no, I like information about the national news, but what interests me the most is business and technology. You could say that there, but business and technology are the most interesting topics for me. Oh boy, I'm interested. I am more interested about business and technology. All right. Gabriel, I don't have yours yet. Mr. Samayoa.
One moment, teachers.
All right. Who did? The young only use the internet and are interested in music, sports, plural, sports, and science. Science and technology. Younghood, you could say younghood.
Es younger.
Younghood.
Younger, joven.
La juventud, ¿no?
Ajá, sí, younger.
Es younghood.
Who?
Juventud. Like when you say childhood, la niñez, same.
Ah, ajá, ajá. Sí,
Same.
sí.
Younghood. Childhood.
Younghood, ajá.
Yes.
Teacher, and the oldhood?
You what? Say it again.
Put. La vejez.
The same. We use this suffix hood. Hood. Younghood, childhood. All right, let's wrap it up. We are almost done. Okie dokie, I have the last one. 70% of the students keep up with the news once or twice a week. About 90% follow the news on television and the internet. Great. Yes, thank you for your effort for doing the task, the assignment. That was the last part of lesson D. I know you're tired. I can see your faces. Look at Julio, smile, Julio. Mira, Karina contenta ahí con su playa de la América, pero... Ah, no, Karina.
No, no es de la América. ¿Qué onda?
No, qué oso. O sea,
Americanista, Karina, no, me decepcionó.
sí.
No.
Chivas América, a ver quién gana.
Es del Cruz Azul, Karina.
Ah. All right, please give me 1 second.
Los papelitos como en Sabadazo, ¿no?
All right, can you see the book? Can you see my screen? Yes? Or no?
It's loading.
All right, for homework, well, it's 1 week. So remember, the exam is Saturday, 10. We have a small review before the as usual. So it's our last session.
No se escucha bien.
Hold on.
Ya les cargo el libro a ustedes.
¿Ya me escuchan mejor?
Sí.
Better? Can you hear me better? No?
No.
Hold on, please.
Se escucha como rayado.
Como quebrada la voz.
Como disco rayado.
Kind of weird. I hear like an
Teacher,
echo.
teacher.
I
Hold
have
on.
another thing to do right now. I see you in April. Jijiji, XD.
¿Ya está el libro, profe, el otro nivel disponible? ¿O hasta que entremos nos lo van a grabar? Teacher. ¿Qué pasa?
Se paralizó, ¿no?
Ya la computadora de él ya sabe que a esta hora. Ya está programada para la 1.
Judith, ¿de cuál libro hablabas?
Del cuarto nivel, a ver si nos lo dan. Pues ya es el último sábado, quería hoy, para que nos los graban no nos mandan por correo.
Oh, ya. Pero primero nos hacen el examen, ¿no? De este nivel.
Ajá, pero pues va a ser hasta el 10 de abril, yo pensé que era hoy. Para que avanzáramos, yo quería el libro.
Yo tengo una duda. Bueno, no sé ustedes cuánto llevan en este curso, pero ¿cómo son los exámenes o así como cuál es el proceso? Ahora sí que cuál es el proceso del cambio de nivel, pues.
El maestro,
¿Alguien sabe?
el maestro que
Cada 3 unidades tienes que hacer el examen de todo lo que aprendiste en esas 3 unidades. Y son, creo que 6 exámenes. No, 3.
cuatro exámenes, porque son 12 unidades.
Ujú. Y ya acabas y pasas el nivel. Con una buena calificación, pues. Arriba de 8 o 7, creo.
Pero son varias cosas, es participación, tarea, el examen, puntualidad.
O sea, ¿y el nivel que vamos a empezar ya es el último, así de últimos?
Ajá, es como un intermedio avanzado. El otro. No, es como,
Entonces ya podríamos tener el B2 ya terminando
No.
ese nivel.
creo que es para B1.
Ah, ok. Ok.
No, yo
Gracias.
sí creo que sí es para B2 porque se supone que estamos en este como el B1. Entonces, si ya como que inicias para el B2 y ya lo vas complementando.
Ah, entonces ya terminando, digamos, el cuarto nivel, ya seríamos B2.
Ajá.
¿Y cuánto dura el nivel? Es que como entré, bueno, no, siento que no entré a la mitad más bien. O sea, como cuánto dura cada nivel.
Pues yo creo que yo entré igual que tú y a mí lo que me comentaban los maestros, bueno, el director, que más o menos como por agosto.
Oh, excelente. Bueno, muchas gracias. Gracias a ti y a todas.
Sí, de nada.
Ahorita como que tendríamos que contestar lo que nos falta, mandar las tareas que no hemos hecho, Xochitl.
Sí, justo le iba a preguntar porque, o sea, yo sí no he mandado como, o sea, ninguna desde que entré, pero pues aparte si son 12 unidades, pues no sé si tengamos que enviar todas porque pues si eso también cuenta, pues sí, entonces, pues es importante. O sea, y también como cuáles son, o sea, como qué páginas son las que tenemos que resolver o así.
Sí, pues yo tengo algunas páginas, pero sí, de la unidad 10, yo creo que esas son las que me faltarían. Voy a preguntarles a los demás como qué páginas son, para ya tener más la certeza de qué es lo que nos falta por enviar, como mencionas.
Yo diría que le preguntaran al maestro si quiere lo de todo el libro o hasta donde entraron la tarea.
Sí, pues, no,
Ujú.
pues sí, porque sí es mucho.
Sí. Ujú.
Entonces, sí, es que la verdad, bueno, en mi situación no tengo así como tanto tiempo, entonces sí ando muy
Ajá, desorientada.
como atareada.
Ah,
Sí,
no,
ando con...
Ok, ya regresé. Pochinche. Pochinche dicen los boricuas, ya estoy escuchando,
nada más cambió de lugar, profe.
Sí, es que está the computer, the laptop is tired, I don't know.
Ok.
Siempre pasa a esta hora que como que está
cerca del modem, profe.
No, estoy lejos, estoy lejos. Bueno, aquí en la sala. Anyway, so as I was telling you, America here, America has some questions. She was asking questions about the big one, B2, right? So this is Touchstone 3, which is B1 level. The same with Touchstone 4, it's between B1 and B2. The level is depending on you. To have that level, you need to make a test, an exam. After Touchstone 4, we have Viewpoint. That's also B2. So that's the most we have with B2. In case you need a certification.
I had a question, teacher. When we finish the Touchstone 4, we have a B2, but the certification is in the Cambridge statement or the Oxford statement on the San Diego.
It's from the school. The certification is from the school.
Okay.
If you want la certification, like, let's say you want to take the TOEFL, CENI, or other type of certification, more like formal, from the universities from San Diego, from Cambridge. It's not from, you can take it in the school, but these courses are not like formal certifications. Like you can use them for a different school. I am talking about TOEFL and all those certifications.
Can you... Okay,
so when you finish Touchstone 4,
you can tell me.
When you finish Touchstone 4, you can take the Viewpoint. That's an advanced course. And it's very different from all the Touchstone because it's more about some skills, more focused on some skills. There's less grammar. Of course, you have some grammar, but it's not like the ones before. But in case you need more information about certifications and etc., so you need to contact the school.
Yes, because I am interested in the certification.
Yeah, well, right now I just finished the TOEFL on Thursday, the TOEFL preparation, because the TOEFL, you take the TOEFL on your own. I mean, you pay for the certification.
In how many
Take the
time?
test. The preparation is 24 hours, but you have you need to have previous knowledge about the language. It's not an English class. It's just a preparation to focus on some skills about reading comprehension, reading comprehension, and grammar. So you must be good. Okay. You must be an excellent student to pass the test.
Okay, excellent.
I mean, you don't pass the test. You don't pass the test because there are certain numbers, certain points they need.
Yes.
All right, guys. So we finished today. Please check your book, the last part of your book. Remember, we have an exam in 2 weeks. So it's important you check unit 10, 11, and 12. All the grammar part. You don't have to check the whole book. So the same for review. Before going to Touchstone 4, if you go to Touchstone 4, you need to review all this. Unit 1, Unit 2, same 3, 4, 5, all the 12 units. Because when you go to Touchstone 4, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more advanced. But it's similar, different topics. All right, let's wrap it up. Questions. Time to make questions before the exam.
Teacher, the homework is lesson C and D, and these ones 12 units.
No,
exercise?
Touchstone is, Touchstone. Homework is just lesson C and D, unit 12.
Okay.
The review of unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is up to you.
Okay, well,
But you can check the review of unit 10, 11, 12 on the book.
okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes.
La página que acaba de mencionar, necesitamos oír el audio.
No, that's the practice. Homework. I am talking about homework.
Practice. Ajá.
Ajá,
No vamos a contestar.
No.
Okay.
That's just practice. Homework is lesson C and D.
Ok, sí. Te
Okay.
lo mandamos en la semana, ¿verdad?
Yes. You have 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks. Bueno, nada en Semana Santa para que no se distraigan en sus vacaciones. Hasta la otra. Sí. Porque es Santa.
Teacher.
Ajá. Digo, la semana.
Son 2 días nada más santos.
Yes.
Se lo puedo mandar el martes. No, hombre.
Ok. Deja hablar pues a Karina. Esta Judith dice.
Fura hablando ella.
A ver, pues ya.
Anda agresiva, ¿eh?
Sí, comió carne de marrano. Okay, what's going on, Karina? Tell me.
Ya somos un B1.
No, les falta el último examen.
¿Y ya seríamos un B2?
No.
Ah.
You need to finish Touchstone 4 to have B2.
Okay. ¿Y después?
So remember, Touchstone 1, A1. Touchstone 2, A2. Touchstone 3, B1. Touchstone 4, B2.
Okay.
That's a certification from the school. All right. Okie dokie, let's wrap it up and go home. Well, I am home. We are home. See you in 2 weeks, guys. Okay. All right. Take care and have a wonderful weekend. See you. Thank you.
Happy days.
Happy vacation.
Bye. Happy vacations
See
too.
you.
See you. Take care.
All.